Hello and welcome to another Teamwork Tuesday with me, Voltage McGammar, and
Me, ZaerAndSunshine.
And today, OBS managed to avoid crashing upon starting stream for once. Hooray!
Hooray.
Last time in the middle of MechWarrior 5, we were in the middle of a multi-mission campaign mission. So, that's what we're doing. Blood Minerals Part 2.
Yes, all our shit's busted.
Well, most of it.
I remember what was going on now.
Yeah, taking the every other week approach does make it harder to remember what was actually going on last time we did it, but here we are, and here it is. So everything's broken.
Yeah, okay, so this one's gonna be a bit rough.
Because we're a little bit under tonnage, but not that much. But we should be fine, maybe. We decided that this is what we wanted to put people in before we stopped last time, as we talked about, Master Chief kicking people out of mechs. Yes, it's all coming back to me now. It's all here. So, is this what we're going with? Do we feel like we need to change any mechs? Hi there, Metal Sheep. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the like. It looks like you even beat stream elements to the chat this time. Good on ya. Don't know where they are to say that the stream has started, but here we are. I'm glad that you are confirming that things are working. Anything look like it needs to change there? No? Okay, we're launching. Got it. Fastest view in the West. I know there's some people, for some streams, that'll sit into the stream chat like up to an hour before the streamer even begins. I have done that to Spoopy Darkalade once. And they're like, why are you here? And I'm just posting tent emotes.
All systems nominal.
Obsidian's board of directors have retreated to their on-site offices at their primary dig site. They've fortified the position with the help of a mech outfit that goes by the name Homer's Hooligans. The Hooligans have fortified the pit with mech and artillery forces and show no signs of backing down. Commander, you are tasked with assisting the Merrick militia in exterminating the Hooligans fortifying the dig site. Once they are neutralized, the board will have no choice but to surrender to the militia.
So, this map seems like it starts you off with death nearly immediately.
Target acquired.
Oh no, it's exploding. I took unnecessary damage.
Incoming missile.
Oh, are you okay, Zaer? I haven't heard from you a bit. Did you mute yourself?
I muted myself because noise.
I see.
Just trying to be considerate.
Target acquired.
Is it dog noise?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ouch.
Yeah, I'm about to lose my right arm already.
I
Do we need to restart the mission and do something different?
got hit by artillery.
I see. And I lost my right arm immediately. There's so many little guys. Yeah, I think running straight towards, like, somewhere in the neighborhood of 13 mechs was not the best plan for me. Especially since I'm an assault and I drew, like, all their attention immediately. So I think we might need to restart this simply by merit of I lost my arm. Already.
That's possible. Oh, it's a gun arm too, huh?
Yeah.
Left leg disabled.
And we're getting chewed up. I think we need to take a different direction at the beginning of this one. How about you?
Enemy mech down.
Yeah,
Wow.
I agree.
That person was really enthusiastic about winning. So this time I do not run
And
straight...
honestly, it might be worthwhile to just wait for a minute and let the blue team engage
Yeah.
before we wait in.
I also think going to the right might be better than going to the left on the way in. Metal Sheep says, I'm off work at 10 p.m., so Tuesday was just convenient for you to just wait for settling back home. Usually in chat about 10 minutes early. Yeah, that tracks. And we're usually about 5 to 10 minutes late. Because you know how things go.
OBS is always doing something.
Yeah. Usually, especially on Tuesday, I go to hit the stream button, and, OBS is like, we're just not gonna work today, so I have to close it and fire it back up, and that takes time, and...
OBS is like, yeah, no, sorry, boss, but, no. And Volt's just like, you're not even gonna make any excuses? And OBS is like, nah, boss.
Nah.
Just no.
OBS also had an update for me very recently. I chose not to do it because it looked like every single thing they were fixing was for Mac, which I'm not using. Wonderful, wonderful updates. I'm glad things are still getting updated. I've heard more and more streamers
OBS is unfortunately... No, go ahead.
I've heard more streamers use alternatives for OBS lately. Like, there's another one that's, like, still in earlier development that doesn't have all the features I want yet, but I have my eye on it. I don't know the name of it, but it starts with a W.
Reactor online.
Yeah, I got my eye on that one.
Online. Weapons online. All systems
Now you.
nominal.
Obsidian's board of directors have retreated to their on-site offices at their primary dig site. They've fortified
Yeah, no, I
the
don't
position with the
remember.
help
Okay,
of a
sorry.
outfit
Killed your train of thought.
by the name Homer's Hooligans.
It happens.
The Hooligans have fortified the pit with mech and artillery
so
forces
I don't
and
die to
show
that.
no signs of backing down. Commander, you are tasked with assisting the Merrick militia in exterminating the Hooligans fortifying the dig site.
So I'm going to the right.
If they are neutralized, the board will have
Yep.
no choice but to surrender to the militia.
And our dropship took out a tank.
Destroyed.
Well done, dropship.
Nice job, Dropship.
Mailship uses Streamlabs OBS. I see a lot of people use Slabs. Slabs is pretty good, but like it also has other problems that OBS has, and it's nothing is perfect. At the end of the day, use what works for you.
New target Panther.
Sniper Panther up on the ridge.
Artillery. Whew. Don't know how I didn't get hit by that. Alright, I see the Panther. I'm zooming in. It's behind a rock. There's something else a lot closer on the right. Tanks.
Jeez, that was a cockpit hit.
Target destroyed.
Alright,
Okay.
Panther's almost down.
Where are you? Wow, you zoomed ahead. Let's not get hit by that.
Panther's down.
Whew.
Target acquired.
I will catch up to you one day. I'm being stopped by the artillery every now and again. Don't usually give you trouble. Sometimes it likes to forget your audio inputs and you just have to reassign them in settings. I feel like that's another situation
Yeah,
of
it's
like,
very
"Bolt,
brave of this
we can't
to
hear
come
you.
and poke me.
Are you down in the pit?
No, I've been moving on the artillery.
I see. Me too, although I'm going the
I
long
was just
way.
chasing off a Jenner. Yeah, I'm doubling back towards you now. I just had to ward off that Jenner from annoying us while we were working.
There's still something shooting at me from behind, but I just don't want to turn around.
Target acquired.
Oh, no, never mind. Here we
It
go.
might be a helicopter.
No, it's our teammate shooting at the artillery.
Okay, go on, stay after the artillery. There's a hunchback on us.
Okay.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Yeah, my lasers don't seem like they really do a lot to these. Oh no, it just has to be all three of my weapons.
Target acquired.
How about if I walk on it? Yeah, that works.
Target destroyed.
Why waste bullets?
Target destroyed.
Alright, the artillery is down. So where's that hunchback?
New target javelin.
It turned and went off in another direction. Oh, it's back on me again.
Target acquired.
Another mech blasted my arm off, but this is the off marauder, so I'm not too fussed about losing a large laser.
Alright. We have spares of that, I think.
Mm-hmm. And we pick a few up almost every fight now.
Reinforcements inbound.
Target acquired.
For us or them?
Oh, for them. It's always for them.
Dagnabbit. That.
Target destroyed.
Okay. On the plus side, it does seem like the blue units have done a really good job this time.
Hunchback.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the enemies are really soft.
Target destroyed.
Which is not to say I still won't lose my cannon arm, but because that's still gonna happen.
Just so you know, Bolt, Discord's cutting in and out rapidly on my end.
Oh, great.
I'm sure it's fine for OBS, but...
Yeah, I hear you just fine. And of course, I'm still going through great on OBS. But I need to make sure that I get Discord back to being a top. Discord hates being a bottom.
Discord needs to, like, learn
Okay.
that it's okay to bottom.
Okay, I put Discord
It has
back
to
over
make you
here.
less of a person.
And there we go. Okay, so Discord is now back to being on top. Is that better?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did all 5 numbers come through?
Loud and clear.
Excellent.
New target enforcer.
Okay. The Enforcer's at full health. I don't wanna
Looks
look
like
at that
mostly
one.
more medium mechs.
Target acquired.
We could just stay behind the wall of blues.
I have to because I've been softened up.
Kill the slow one. Everybody get on it. Punch it, punch it, punch it, punch it, punch it.
Break. Component loss. Critical structure damage.
Dagnabbit.
Target destroyed. Target
On your target, Commander.
Oh, who do we lose?
Red armor guy.
Dagnabbit. Is he dead? We just got him.
No, we didn't. We've had him for a bit. We just replaced him is what we did. He was my pilot for a long time.
I thought we had
remember?
new red guy. I'm about to lose something. So we did this better, but we still could do this better.
target fire starter.
It's always going to be like that. This mission's really rough.
Do we need to wait for other mechs to be fixed then? Yep, lost the machine gun arm. Nope, I'm about to be cored.
Yeah, back off, back off.
No, it's not gonna happen. They got too many big lasers on me. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's really, really bad, actually. So, clearly, me being a brawler here is not helping.
No, we have to be very precise and very conscious of our damage intake.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about...
Target crash.
Yeah, there's just too many enemies. Too many enemies left, and the green units, the blue units just aren't.
Mm-hmm.
able to take all
Yeah,
that.
it's giving all that tonnage for a reason.
It's mostly little enemies. It's tiny little things. And this is what got us last time, too. Like, the Warhammer really was the best thing that I could use against all these little guys like that. Still more?
Yeah, okay, this is wash.
Okay.
Pull us.
Okay, we're going back to, before we began the mission. Let's see.
Metal Sheep adds, Victor is also a bluff for brawling anyway. Yeah,
It's a
I would
light
love it
assault
if we
mech.
had an Atlas, or a Crab,
Unfortunately,
or
it was an
a
assault
Loader
mech
King.
that we saw and could get. It was the only
They're
one we
not on the
had.
market, my dude.
I have to go to Steiner Space if I want to shop for assaults. And that was the first one we saw, and it's not great, but it's what we got.
And there are a million billion credits.
Yeah. If I get an opportunity, I'm gonna sell this Victor though, and I'll get something better. We just got it because it was all there was to get.
Uh-huh. Like, we're working within our means.
Okay, I hear you talk about the Crab and the Atlas. What else would be great for an assault? Other than those two.
Highlander is like a heavier Victor with jump jets. It's not that much more durable, but it's a little bit better.
Victor is crazy good in tabletop. Not so much here.
I
yeah.
lean on the Atlas and the King Crab so much because they have the heaviest armor.
I feel like
And
that's
so
just
if
a
you
thing.
want a durable mech,
I feel like that's just a thing in this
the
game.
Awesome doesn't
Like,
really have teeth, though.
is the Awesome in Assault? I think so. I think we saw it, and I laughed at the name. I do remember seeing one and laughing at the name. Okay, so what do we need to wait till it gets fixed? Do we need to wait for... No, did we get rid of...
No, we don't have any repairs going, first of all.
Warhammer. Okay, so we are using the Warhammer, but I need to use the Warhammer because there's too many hecking little tiny things. If we were to get anything fixed, though, what would we have people use? The other Marauder? The Kintaro?
Yes, probably.
I feel like the Kintaro would be a bad choice on this mission because, like, they shoot off one missile and then it explodes.
We'd be running...
So we need to repair the
Maybe we should
Marauder.
see what's on the market.
There is no market here. We're in the
No,
middle
I mean,
of
like,
nowhere.
nearby.
We can't leave.
Oh, wait, right, this is a multi-mission.
I can't move.
Okay. So we're going to be running...
Actually, yeah, we can't repair either.
Oh, we just can't?
We can't. They do not have that service here. We have what we have, and that's it. Do we need to load before we accepted this mission?
Yeah.
Which means undoing work that we did last stream? Which, like, that feels really weird. Okay, so... Let's see, I last saved on
We need
shopping.
different resources for this map, for these missions, honestly. I did these missions after doing Operation Rat and Single Player when I was scouting out, like, the gameplay features.
Yeah?
So I had a lot more heavy and assault mechs.
Okay,
That might have been coloring my perception of it.
Metal
Like,
Sheep
I was
also
still
likes the
piloting
Stalker.
the Marauder.
Stalker.
Like, in single player, I just like the Marauder for my command mech. It does its job really, really well. But, like, I had a catapult. I think I had a Cyclops at that point, which is the assault mech of all time. It's not the best by any means.
Alright, it has to be better than Victor.
It is a good mech. It is a legitimately good mech. Just don't give it to the AI because they will get it killed every time. I don't know what it is.
I feel
about
like...
the AI. They cannot keep Cyclops alive for the life of them.
Alright. This is Blood Minerals Part 1. So apparently I saved shopping as Blood Minerals Part 1. So I need to load earlier than shopping. So let's try... We finished the mission on this one. Good thing the game has like 5 million autosaves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, did the game... I clicked on it. I don't think the game knows what to do. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Had to think.
So what I'm reading and what I'm getting from this is that jump jets in this game are just trash. They're really, really bad. What makes jump jets so good in tabletop?
So, jump jets in tabletop increase your movement range on a jump in exchange for heat. So, you can move, like, depending on the number of jets installed, an insane number of grids. I think it uses hexes.
Okay.
In one turn. And from what I've heard people talk about for tabletop, movement profiles are... Like, there are some distinct best in class.
Okay.
And they are all the ones that have jump jets.
I think we
For
chose these.
this game specifically,
I don't remember.
the terrain is not set up in such a way that 90% of the time the jets actually benefit you. There are not enough gaps that are actually traversable with a reasonable number of jets. And there are not enough cliffs that are reasonably ascendable with a reasonable number of jets. The measurements are just a little wonky. And so there's not a lot you can strategically do with jets. And so the most you see happen with them is the AI will just try to fly up way up high for some reason. And also because of how this game calculates speeds, we tend to move slower through the air than on ground.
Which
despite
makes
the
sense.
fact that in a tabletop game, you move much faster through the air than on ground. Because when you're using your jump jets to fly...
Alright. So, I got us out of that mission. We can go back into that mission if we like. We can also head north to go to the Kurita mission if we still want to try and do that. Or...
First of all, we need to repair from the mission we just won, air quotes, because we did take some cosmetic damage.
Yeah, that's not too big of a deal. That's not too big of a deal.
I think Highlander is heavier with jets.
I
think Highlander is heavier than the Victor.
I'll hit repair all. We'll see how much it takes. This says it doesn't miss anything. Warning, we're in the combat. Whatever, it's fine. Alright, that's whatever. We're good. Okay, so we're getting fixed. Do we want to try and find another assault? Is that what we need? Do I need to just go to constantly try to go to Tau Getty and see if... I'm sorry, Tau Seti? And see if we get an assault.
I think.
Is that the plan?
I think... Let's try to build up a little more revenue, because assaults are expensive.
Okay.
We can probably afford one right now, but it'll break
money.
the bank.
We need more money.
We could go just look into some, reasonable arena maps. Those have high payouts.
Arenas pay good? Okay, let's see here. Arena contract... it doesn't say what the contracts actually do, though. Like, I have to actually go there to look at it. Alright, that's fine. We'll go there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the engagement range of weapons and stuff is way higher. So Victor being highly mobile with something like a Gauss is nutty, while also being relatively armored. I think it's the heaviest mech with jets? I believe so. I have not seen another assault mech with jets.
Highlander. I think the Highlander is heavier.
Alright, let's take a look at what mechs are on market here. Probably just cheap stuff.
I could be misremembering that.
The heaviest thing we can get here is a Hunchback, which we don't need. What are the jobs
Definitely
like?
not.
So, a scrapyard scuffle, which is... Does it say what size of mechs this is? Free-for-all match, close quarters brawl. And this one is...
Not.
Free-for-all light mechs, sponsored by Vest. And they want to see energy weapons on the light mechs. Do we even have 4 light mechs?
So here's the thing. We don't actually have to bring all light mechs.
Okay,
We just have to bring fewer heavier mechs.
I see.
What is actually that the game is actually calculating is
And we want money from these, right?
that you have less overall tonnage for your team.
Reading heavy weather warnings out there, Commander. Expect limited visibility
Oh.
and sensor malfunctions on this mission.
I don't like that tonnage limit there. Also, hi, Uriel. Oh, you're late again.
Wait.
Hey, Bolt. Hey, there.
Is it limiting us to 1 mech?
I think it is. Hold on. If we turn that all down and only use a fire starter, we're not doing that. We're using 2. We'll take 29% less pay, but we'll have an advantage. You know what? I'll take the Urbie. I'll take the Urbie. You can use the fire starter. This is stupid. I love this.
Alright, let's go.
This is so stupid. I found your lance is injured. No. Alright, so you get...
Got the wrong person.
This is stupid.
Bolt, wrong person. We're training this person.
Okay. What's the problem here? Okay, your flamer doesn't have flamers. We ran out of flamers last time we were doing this. So you have medium lasers, that's it. Is that worth it?
No, we should fix that.
You know, how about we give you the blackjack? We'll get half the money. That's our lightest medium mech.
Okay, let's do it.
We need to buy flamers regardless. We can't we can't have our fire starter not be able to start fire. We need a couple of like cheap weak flamers. Just
I do believe we have light mechs and cold storage, but we'd have to put them together. Do we have hold on. What do we have in storage?
We have a broken flea and a Shadowhawk.
Oh right, I'm not allowed to look in cold storage.
We have a broken flea and a Shadowhawk. No, okay, we're not doing that. Okay,
no,
so
I'm not piloting a flea. I'm not doing that. A flea is for
fire
the
starter.
AI.
Okay, so we replace the flamers. We're gonna get these fixed while I'm looking at it. While I'm looking at it, we're gonna get these new flamers on. One flamer's gonna be bad. I don't care. We have to fix the fire starter.
Uriel says hi to us both. Hi, Uriel. Welcome to
Uriel.
the stream.
And I'm going to
We're
comment
doing
again.
something extremely stupid.
I'm going to comment again. I have fixed the costume redeems. You don't need to be afraid to use them anymore. And if you do an up and redeem, I really hope you don't get the yellow casserole again. Okay, so you are using the blackjack. Are you?
Yep.
Are you sure I don't just sit out on this one so you can get more money? I think I can sit out. No, I have to be
No,
there.
you can't.
Oh, that's a shame.
And as long as we're in co-op, I can't sit out. I tried.
Oh, goodness. Alright, well...
I'll try one more time. Oh, it does let me just not.
Do I really do this with our Urbie? I suppose I could restart if I...
Just do it. It'll be funny.
Oh, this is gonna be awful. And the
Okay,
fans
Bolt,
will-
you know how you win free-for-alls?
How's that?
You let them kill each other.
Okay, so I hide in the corner.
The time for talk is over. This arena match is about to kick
Just sit in the corner you're in.
I'm gonna move against the
And
wall
then-
so they don't see me.
Like, you won't get the deal energy damage
But I wasn't going to get that anyway. I'm driving an Urbie.
thing. But yeah.
And now we wait. If something comes up on me, then I shoot it. Hi, Fonz. Welcome to the stream.
We let them engage each other. There's
Uh-huh.
9 of these fuckers.
Oh my, just suffered a forced amputation.
Uh-huh.
Dispatches another opponent.
Yeah.
White mechs die really fast,
Uh-huh.
so you just let them beat the shit out of each other. And then you walk up and you shotgun the survivors in the phase.
That's a good plan.
New target. Fire starter. Target.
And then we
acquired.
technically win. And we take almost no damage.
Oh, Mason strikes down another opponent. He's acquitting himself well out there. His
I like that the announcer is giving you credit for the AI skills.
and take advantage.
I don't know, Zaer.
Mason casts another opponent aside.
This is silly.
Target acquired.
It's very stupid.
Why
Arena
is...
missions are not very well implemented. Like, it would not be hard for the game to run a check to see if you are hiding in a corner.
Legitimate strategy, adds Metal Sheep, and I agree.
Direct strike. Took out their leg. Let's see if that sways the momentum of this bout.
Target acquired.
And you know there's a camera drone just like over my shoulder going like, what's that Urbie doing? Looks like they're putting the trash can.
Listen, we put the can in trash can in this channel. And we're about to show you why from the driver's seat.
Oh my god, I forgot that the Urbie could do the full 360 with the torso.
Yeah!
I forgot it could do.
Torso twist goes fully behind it.
Target acquired.
Oh.
It's one of its standout features. Like, for as much as people meme on the Urbie, it's extremely cost effective and extremely well engineered, and I love it for that.
Oh. Well, 3 enemies down.
It is not very big.
Hit.
It is not very fast. But it's cheap, and it carries an AC-20.
Lands an effective strike. Mason knocks another mech out of the fight.
Yeah, I sure did. I sure did that. So I hope everybody is having a pleasant evening today. Why does this work?
His opponent just delivered a massive blow. That weapon is neutralized. Another opponent off the board. Mason is brimming with confidence.
Yep, I'm confident that they'll do the work for me.
Target acquired.
So there's a fire starter that has no legs, a fire starter that has no chest.
Metal appendage in spectacular fashion.
You know, I would be surprised if a mech lost an appendage that wasn't made of metal.
A precision
I'd be quite concerned if a mech lost an appendage that,
See an opening now.
wasn't made of metal. I'd be wondering who put Ava's in my mech game.
This will really impact their melee strikes out there.
That Jenner doesn't look like it's moving. Euro adds, I've been a little busy with your PvP vampire game. It's your first time as a storyteller. Oh, I see! What house they running? In the lore, there was an outlaw that robbed a bank in Liao space with an Urbie. He was never caught. How?
Mason strikes him down.
How? They blended with all the
Listen.
other Urbies? Or did he just... There's no way he
Oh.
ran away.
Both. in Urbie space, or in Liao space, does not mean on a Liao core world in the middle of heightened Liao security. It means it was in their territory.
They have no idea how we did it and got away with it. I'm gonna guess cloaking technology. Experimental cloaking technology.
You have no idea how many very poorly developed worlds there are in this setting. That have maybe 2 mechs on the entire planet. 1 mech, any mech, in the right place, is stronger and faster than any other weapon security has access to.
So would it just like step on the bank, reach down, pick up the money, and then leave?
Yes!
I see.
Or, since it's an Urbie and doesn't have hands, probably used
Vacuum?
its giant fuck you gun to threaten people into, like, tying the bank vault onto its torso mount, and then walked away with everything in it.
Vacuum feet. Just hoover up anything you step on. We're still waiting for more enemies to die, but it doesn't look like they're actually moving at each other, so I think I might need to move.
Yep, time to start trundling on out.
Alright. I'm walking on over, walking on over.
Bolt, it gives me, like, anxiety how much you stare directly at the floor.
I'm not staring directly at the floor.
Then why is my camera stuck staring directly at the floor?
I don't know. I saw a laser fly in my direction.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Oh, it's behind me.
How?
Hold on.
Alright, dude.
Hold on. The weapon groups. 2. Right click is the button I shoot with.
A crippling blow. His weapon is rendered useless.
Get back here.
Still use your small laser. It's better than... It's like not
I have
nothing.
no small laser.
Oh, we pulled it. I forgot that.
Another mech down.
That's 1.
So I took a good chunk of damage off that. Mostly because I didn't know where the
but
enemy
only
was.
surface damage. Behind you, behind you.
Acquired. New target
I've just started watching
sighted.
your radar.
What was that?
It tried to punch you and missed.
Come on.
Speaking of AC-20s, by the way, I did a little test on my own file and found that part of the reason that we've been feeling a little underwhelmed by the AC-20 burst, the individual projectiles in the AC-20 burst do less damage than the one single shot of the regular AC-20.
Making it look easy. Another opponent falls.
The burst fire is for, like...
In these early moments of the match, they need to get nimble.
Early.
Risk becoming an easy target for their opponent.
I missed.
hoping to at least get some of the shots to hit.
Come on. I missed. Oh, their juke could be good.
It is a Jenner.
Strike. Lopped off a metal limb. This could mean trouble here.
Target.
What a performance!
Woo!
Mason would not be denied. Mason's skills are on full
We done it.
display, downing another opponent.
And I don't think I lost a part. I think I just lost armor.
And it's gonna be so cheap to fix.
This is silly.
You technically lost one of your arms, but there was nothing in it, so like...
Okay. what- The enemy is like, ha, I'll just take off their laser arm. Wait, it's empty. I have aired. Okay. Whoa. Oh, hey, we can get paid in the PPC at SRM6. And hey, look, that large laser that you might one day lose.
Uh-huh.
This is silly.
Isn't it stupid?
I agree. We got paid like $2 million for like nothing.
For being there. Alright, do we want to look at the other one?
Let's fix our Urbie. It deserves
Well,
it.
yeah.
What is this? Triple F Restaurants versus Starfall Corporation. The fans are hoping to see some melee weapons, but that's not going to happen. Let's get paid. And that's what we got.
We would need to, like, find a mech that can equip melee weapons. I'm
Okay.
actually really frustrated now that we've, like, had the chance to look it over more with the limitations of equipping melee weapons on mechs. With, like, even mechs that have hands needing to have, like, the variant of that model that is, in the game data, allowed to equip a weapon. Instead of just limiting it by tonnage. And they still limit it by tonnage.
I don't have anything that uses 50. Are you okay with the blackjack? I want to use the crab. It hits really hard. We're gonna hide in the corner.
Do I
Yo,
want
ads.
the blackjack or do I want the Wolverine?
Couldn't ask the question you asked me, Bolt, even on the VOD. It sounded like... What house are you running? Or how is that running? You don't know it's not critical because you just... nice. No, what house were you running? Like, for your vampire game? I only know about the existence of, like, maybe 4 houses, some of which are crazy, some of which are, they just want to fight, some of which turn into werewolves, and some of which are... Psychic?
I guess we do the blackjack.
No, they're like prissy. They only like to eat, like, noble blood. I feel like this might be the only thing we get.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
I don't know that much about Vampire. I've seen a few people try to play it. Mostly the game just crashes.
I'm Ava Masters, bringing you another intense match here. These MechWarriors look like they're ready to unleash hell out there.
Why? Okay, why was her portrait, like, so low resolution for a minute?
I don't know. I'm hiding behind this building.
This is a pretty small arena, so we're going to need to engage sooner rather than later. But
They will find me.
we can, like, stay on the outskirts. What we want to do is hunt down mechs that are, like, on the outside.
So
Snipe
just like
at them.
us.
Now it's a battle. Arms just went flying. This could be a huge turning point.
So we
Nice
got-
cold arena. I like that for me.
Same. With my energy weapons.
New target. Vindicator.
Oh. Vindicator.
Acquired.
Griffin. Hunchback. Centurion. Oh, something's shooting you. Okay, let me try and get around you.
New target. Centurion.
It's a Centurion.
I'm coring it. I'm coring it. Come on.
Defensive capabilities could be impacted after that strike. Let's see if that changes the complexion of the match.
Okay, so we got that one. I only took a little bit of damage.
The other people are all clustered up in the middle, beating each other up.
That's
'Cause
good.
they're
We
all
like
in
to see
melee
that.
mechs.
You have longer effective range than me.
Just like Duncan
Mhm.
Fisher.
That feels like it would have been a good burn if I knew who Duncan Fisher was.
I think the career mode for the Arena DLC has him as a character.
I see.
Target acquired.
Something coming out of us. No. They're ignoring us. They're ignoring us.
The opposition
Crab can melee too. You're right.
Metal Sheep reminds us of can melee.
huge opening.
Right. That is a thing I can do.
You can throw hands, so we can do the melee damage. We don't actually have to have a melee weapon. So we'll get more money if we do that.
Okay. But I have to do a
Each.
lot of melee damage.
That's probably only 3 hits.
Off goes the arm. Savage.
I am just going around the edge of the arena, though. I am playing it very slow and safe. Alright, looks like
Let me
this
see if I
guy's
can
gonna be,
focus one of them.
Yeah, that guy's up on that ledge.
Oh, Jenner coming in. Right behind you.
Hold on, let me get around this corner
Never
with
mind,
this
it's
guy.
on me.
Target acquired.
As long as it's distracted with you... Oh, you took out that pillar. Nice.
That arm just became a casualty of
Move in
battle.
front.
Let's see if that shifts the momentum here.
It ran back out.
Time will tell, but this could be a huge momentum swing.
Target acquired.
Someone's walking away with a little less hardware. If they lose another leg, this match will be over. This could prove to be a huge turning point here. Their weapon systems just suffered a huge blow.
Destroyed. New target Griffin.
Get back here.
Donated that leg to the scrapyard.
Yeah, I'm not doing nearly enough melee damage.
Well, you can still try.
Leg got shredded. Let's see how they respond.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, going in for the melee is not doing it for me. Yeah, the amount of damage I'm doing with the punch is like only 30-something. Genuinely not worth it.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Ouch.
Oh yeah, they're clans, not houses. Oh, okay.
He's facing
So just like this
real
game, then.
adversity here. Let's see how he responds.
That's the other one, Bolt.
There's a leg. Ammo erupts.
How are you doing?
Took a little armor damage, but I'm good. Well, took a little structure damage too, but that's also because I overheated. One left. It's the cicada, of course.
The thing that managed to avoid everything. Okay, so...
It's center torso's red though, so one good shot.
If I could see it...
It's up.
Jake Mason
Got it.
clinches the victory.
Nicely done.
Sponsorship deals will be rolling in if he keeps this up.
Yeah, Mason, then... I feel like you're supposed to go into these with one mech.
Nah, it lets you bring your whole team all the time.
With these weight limits?
Also, there are 4v4 matches.
That one seemed like an absolute free-for-all, though.
Listen, the arenas are really poorly implemented. There are absolutely no checks to make sure you're actually engaging in the spirit of the match. It's just a normal fight, but with, like, multiple teams, and an announcer.
We were one salvage short of being able to get a tree bucket. Specifically, a tree bucket that had a claw melee weapon arm mount. Or Centurion with a mace mount. Or Hunchback with a mace mount. No, we don't get any of that. No, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with getting a large laser and an AC-10 rapid fire. Yeah, these are fine rewards.
We could take the tier 2 medium hatchet.
Sure, I'll grab a hatchet.
And we could go do the quest to get the Hatchetman. That would be a decent use of our time.
Sure. What do I get with these other two? Long range missile? Nah, not really. Give me ammo. And how much did we get for that? Another 1,500,000. Oh.
And repair? Oh.
Alright, repaired. And it's repairing. In the time it took for us to do that mission, the Urbie was repaired. Because, like, just accepting and doing missions also passes time, even if you don't move.
Uh-huh.
So, I saved the game again.
I guess let's go do the Hatchetman missions.
We made money. Okay, the Hatchetman mission is like all the way up here somewhere.
Yeah, it's in Steiner's Days.
Yeah, it's in Steiner's Days.
It's a bit of a journey, but we get a Hatchetman and plenty of money, and they're not nearly as difficult.
Are we sure that we want to do that? We don't want to do this Kurita mission that's kind of on the way.
We can do it on the way.
All right. Alternatively,
why not?
We can sweep over to Steiner's Space and see if there's a shop.
We can have both our tacos and eat them too.
Okay, if I'm going for the Kurita job... Alright, here we go. Let's try for the Kurita job. Ill-gotten shenanigan money. Yeah!
That's how we do it!
The crab's melee damage does 15 each. The AC-20 by comparison does about 20 damage. I see. But I needed to do 300 damage. There was no way. Not without a melee weapon.
Yeah, you need a melee weapon for that.
There was no way.
Well, we'll get a Hatchetman. We'll get a Hatchetman.
So, Project Cold Snap Part 1. Defend Project Cold Snap's research base from the invading Steiner forces. Dang. This just sounds bad. It's in an ice mission. We get one salvage of money. Because Kurita hates us this much. I don't know if these missions are worth doing. They're paying us $1 million.
We'd be doing these missions for the reputation and the story rewards, not the contract rewards.
We really don't care about
Remember,
Kurita's
we get
reputation.
like a bunch of shit for just like doing the missions.
Alright, that's true. Let's see. It's an ice map. We'll give you...
I'm taking my 2R.
Your 2R. Okay, so how much do we have an extra worth? We have 120 to work with. So that's probably like...
We could take a third pilot in the 3D.
And then we have another 55 after that. Okay, that's how the math adds up. I feel like this is... Alright, are you sure you don't want Paige? I think you had Paige.
Yes, Paige is my actual primary pilot.
Okay.
It's just that she was injured.
I see. Okay, alright, we got that switched around. So we got Freeman in the Jaeger mech, and we have Preston in the Wolverine. And I got myself a Kentaro, so I will shoot lots and lots of missiles. I feel like this is fine.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, they're Klaus, you get it now. Their clans are GM route. GM equivalent, but the players are varied. Aristocrats, Wild Werewolves, Gangrabels, and the Bloodsports. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad your players are varied, working together for a common cause. I'm glad they're not going to have any inviting or roleplay intrigue at all like that whatsoever, I say with a smile.
That's how this game works.
Yeah, it is the Masquerade.
I've never played it.
You haven't?
Nope. Well, I played a little of, like, the video game. I haven't played the tabletop version.
reinforced by artillery batteries. Mercenary, Combine security forces on site are charged with keeping the classified area safe. They will defend the facility. What we need you to do is silence those artillery cannons. If we can't get to them, we risk Steiner forces destroying all of our research. Silence those guns, then clear the field of any remaining Commonwealth forces.
System offline.
I managed to overheat myself on an ice planet.
Target acquired.
Ah.
Heat critical.
Only me.
Heat critical. Target acquired. Incoming missile. Target destroyed.
I didn't have a lock.
Target acquired. Incoming missile.
Oh, a wolfhound. If we can, we want to get that wolfhound.
I mean, we're not getting paid in any salvage there.
Oh, true.
Even if I could have gone
Oh,
all
well.
salvage.
Target destroyed.
Alright, moving on the objective.
Well, the objective is to kill all mechs,
And the artillery.
I suppose.
Another enemy dropship.
But like one person can do that. And you guys clearly have this under control.
Destroyed.
I probably have enough missiles.
Oh, more air units, huh?
Contact hostile.
Where? There.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Alright, well... How's the map looking? Yeah, yeah. We're doing real good, actually.
Uh-huh.
We also have so many blue units.
A lot of those are tanks.
New target, Commando. Target acquired.
Priority target received.
That thing is fast, and it's coming up this way, and I'm gonna tell them to punch it.
Target destroyed.
It stepped on a tank. It stepped on a tank. Enemy mech destroyed.
Target javelin.
Enemy reinforcements inbound.
First group of cannons destroyed.
Good.
Eliminated.
New target, Spider.
Moving at speed towards secondary batch.
Focusing fire.
Yeah, everybody get on that spider.
Acquired.
Get on that spider.
AI
it's
spiders
fast.
are so annoying.
They are, and that's why I'm gonna tell the
They're
AI
not
to get them.
particularly fast. They're not particularly heavily armed, but they just never stop jumping.
I'm imagining in my head a spider that never stops jumping, and it's hilarious.
Incoming missile. Heat critical.
Heat critical? No! It has machine guns and it's shooting my arm. Oh, let's see when it actually allows it to start the stream. as everything's still in the process of loading, because I'm scrambling to get it going while I'm also trying to, like, not die in the middle of a mission. Thanks, OBS! I just talked about it. And it's just here. Everything will eventually, gradually load. Trying to restart OBS in the middle of a firefight like this is a nightmare. So hi guys, welcome back to the stream. It looks like it's working. Yeah, like I said, I pushed the start button as soon as I saw it. You didn't even fully load in yet by the time I hit that.
Okay.
I'm going to guess that the problem is because I chose not to update OBS, and it was in the middle of being weird. Euros adds, oh, okay, so that wasn't just you. The stream did go off. Yes, the stream just died.
Yep, we lost stream.
I heard that great big
OBS
telltale
crashed.
Windows error sound, and it said something like, the key is wrong, and it's like, then why did it work in the first place?
Target destroyed. New target catapult.
Silly program.
Catapult.
You guys missed it too. I shot down a Black Knight with this little Kintaro.
Why are we being taunted with what we cannot have? Yet.
Incoming missile.
Alright, I think you got it. How about more enemies? Yet more enemies! Further enemies incoming! I think this is the 7th time she said more are coming. Flea, spider, locust, little tiny things. Oh, what was that? The star with an A?
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be the one running straight at whatever that A was. It looked thick.
Destroyed.
It was only on screen for a fraction of a second. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Of course!
You need me to run at something?
They're all friends working towards a common goal, with no personal hidden agenda or due to stab anybody in the back. Yeah. And Fonz even adds a
Target acquired.
of the stream failing.
Ammo
So,
low.
oh, my ammo is low.
Target destroyed.
My ammo is finally low. And I stood too close to an exploding mech again. Still got my lock.
Target destroyed.
How many more we got? The A thing sounded really slow.
Acquired.
Alright, that's not it. That's a flea.
Archer. That's an archer.
I'm still worried about it because,
It's an LRM mech.
oh great.
If you're worried about it, you need to get in its face.
Alright, well, I'll
I
rush
just
it.
saw that flea lose all its armor to LRMs and then just hide.
Slash.
Bing.
What is it? What is it to get rid of messages in the chat? Timeout. Is it BAS? Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, not having that advertisement in my chat. Get out of here.
New target Archer.
You've done a great
Cool.
service for the Dragon today, Commander. Thanks to you, our facility is safe. Return to base and
Missile
recruit
deck.
garrison positions. Combined forces will search for survivors. I'm sure the ISF will have many questions for them.
Hi, Vaughns. Welcome back to the stream as we're working with what we got. Oh no, did it crash again? Oh no, okay, the game just froze a little. But Bolt, you can get cheap
That
viewer...
was a long fade to black.
Ugh. Here's the thing, I don't care about my viewer count. I really, truly, genuinely don't. Like, yeah, like, maybe if I was doing this as, like, my livelihood, if this was my only occupation, maybe I would even consider that. But this is a hobby. I'm a hobby streamer.
I'm gonna further point out that, like, there's no way that's possibly legit. Like...
It's also really weird if, like, you have 1,000 viewers and only, like, one person to chats every, like, 40 minutes. Like, it's just so wrong.
That's scam.
Yeah, I agree. That's a hydrate and a posture from Fawns. Sure thing.
We still get, like, a cool million.
Oh, you mean in terms of money. Okay, alright.
Yeah.
What will I take with these streak shares? We can't even get the LRM 20 streak. Not gonna happen. Streak SRM ammo. What?
Freeman, what did you do to my poor Jaeger mech?
Wait, what? Hold on. Stream. Guided missiles. So wait, hold on. Did they just streak short-range missiles?
Streak SRMs are SRMs that require a lock-on.
Why do they have separate ammo?
Here's a better question. Why can you only get Streak SRM in SRMs 2s in this game?
I don't... Do I take that ammo because it's rare?
No, we're never going to use it.
Okay.
It doesn't sell for that much.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to take the SRM-6 because they're neat.
Streak SRMs are, like,
Okay.
not good.
You see, we earned a cool million. We lost a cool million. We gained nothing.
We gained progress towards a free, I think, LRM 15 Artemis?
Yeah, large laser, autocannon 20 burst
And a
fire,
Gauss
LRM
rifle?
20. Yeah, and a double heat sink. Alright, honestly, the double heat sink alone is worth it.
Yeah, we're doing this for the parts.
Yeah.
And for the reputation. We get a lot of reputation for doing these.
Okay. The next
But
objective...
first we need to go somewhere to repair.
Alright, hold on. Let me track this operation first. Where is it? All the way over there. It's going in the right way for us to be go into the other thing. Excuse me. Hero Mech and Rare Mech Market. Okay. We're going one step out of the way to repair.
Okay.
Let's take a look at this Hero and Rare Mech that's on market. That's going to be ludicrously expensive because we're in Kurita space, and Kurita hates us.
Because Kurita and Liao are the houses that the game loves to make be your enemies, and so we just embrace that.
It's an Atlas.
Oh, fuck off!
It's an Atlas. A
How
rare
much?
Atlas. 13 million.
Oh shit, get it.
It's an Atlas.
Get it! Bolt, that mech is for you!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's an Atlas.
It's here!
They also have a Centurion for sale that is about 7 million. We can't afford it without selling it back. It's a Hero Centurion that has 2 lasers and an AC-20.
Oh, that would like be good.
What makes this a hero?
Okay, so how the hero mechs work is that they're based off of characters from the books. And the mechs that they canonically drove.
So the only difference between this and a normal Centurion is instead of having an extra missile, it has an extra laser.
The hero mechs also often have like extra loadout spots or can fit slightly more tonnage for some reason.
Yeah, it also has an AC-20, where normally a Centurion only has like an AC-10.
Mm-hmm. So they're just like really, really slight upgrades. So if you really want to custom rig a mech, very frequently,
A hero mech will let you do it.
using a hero version of that mech is just like more cost effective.
Alright, hero mechs also apparently give you more cash rewards on missions. I do remember reading that from you guys previously. If we can find a way to get this, we would need like another like 5 million, so I'd have to sell something to be able to use this. Like, we're also still...
What do we not need?
Well, we're not using our Shadowhawk. If I sold the Shadowhawk...
honestly, sell the Shadowhawk.
We'd get 2 million. And if I sold the Flea, we'd get, like, not nothing. The Flea's not worth selling, really.
No, we're holding on to the Flea because we need a lance of all light mechs for the first contract of Operation Rat.
Okay. We'll want to take it out to repair it one day.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, for now, we should repair the mechs that we do have. Like, we lost an AC-2. Yeah, we lost some stuff.
I hate to say it. I hate
Repair
to
it.
say it, but with the Atlas in our stable, we could afford to sell the Marauder 3D.
What?
We could also afford to sell potentially the Victor if we strip it first.
Honestly, the Victor is not serving us very well. Let's move to cold storage and sell the Victor. That'll get us 3 million. We'd still need a little bit more.
Yeah, we'd still need to take up a contract somewhere.
Hold on. There's something else I can do. We could sell weapons. Sell.
Oh,
Sell.
okay, how much money do we need to make from here?
Okay, so if we want to be able to travel afterwards, we probably want to have an extra million. So we currently have 7.1. This thing costs 6.8. We can buy it now. We're buying it. Okay, so I need to be able to get a little bit more by selling some equipment so we can travel and also repair. I think I queued the repairs up. Did anything say it wasn't able to repair?
Nope.
Okay, that's good. So what do we have a lot of that we don't really use? We have 14 medium lasers. We go through them like candy. We have 7 good medium lasers. I'll sell the 4 extra. Okay, we have that medium hatchet. It's only worth 15k. We have 5 PPCs. We'll hold on to those. We have a tag. I'm going to keep that. I'll sell... The LRM ammo is worth the most. I'll sell 4 excess LR4M ammo. We're not getting the big money this way. We have 30 single heat sinks and 20 SRM ammo. We'll sell a couple of those. What can I sell that's good here? I'll sell a couple of medium lasers. Okay, 600k might be enough to get us to travel. I'm going to make a separate save here. Oh, hi, Atlas. That's the name of the save. Okay. Do we need to customize this thing? Do we need to change it any? Okay. I think we need to chain fire the medium lasers, because that way it doesn't overheat. The autocannon being right-click is fine. The LRM being, button 4 is weird. I feel like having both LRM and SRM is not great.
In the Atlas, it means that you have the ability to engage at any range bracket.
Yeah, but I think
And
I'd
that's
rather
kind of its job.
specialize.
That's fair.
We're painting it.
Oh, I got it for you.
Oh, okay. You already painted it. Oh, nice. Big boned.
I'm still tweaking it. I'm still tweaking it.
Okay, I'll leave it alone. Alright, so with 600k...
But, like, I got you.
With 600k, we might maybe be able to afford to get to our next mission. Which is slightly out of range. We need to do another job on the way, and it is going to be in Kurita space. Okay, so Kurita hits Steiner. We don't like that. Oh, and these missions are high difficulty. But you know what? We have an Atlas. This will give us a try with the Atlas. Okay, so Independent hits Davian.
Alright, Betty, there you go.
Davian hits Independent. Kurita hits Liao. Independent hits Steiner. We really don't want to do that.
Oh, Kurita hits Liao. That's perfect for us. It's just two people we hate.
Multiple mission operation. That scares me. Kurita hits Independent. Davian hits Independent. Merrick hits Steiner. Independent hits Steiner. Steiner hits Davian. Warzone. You know, let's try that. You ready?
Yeah.
We have an Atlas. We had to get rid of the Victor for it, but we have an Atlas. What were your exact words there? Oh, F off?
Yes, that was my actual live response in a very loud voice. Oh, fuck off.
We also are now in debt from travel.
We'll survive. Listen, this is the kind of thing we've been putting together money for.
Warzone, where do you want this? We want money. With a little bit of damage coverage, please. We are out of money. We need it.
Heads up, Commander. Where the
400 tonnage limit.
will restrict visibility.
Well,
Yes, we can take everything.
I'm in the Atlas. You could use a Marauder. He could use the Warhammer. And they can use the Marauder. Which apparently has a problem. What's the problem with the Marauder? It should be fixed by now.
Probably under tonnage.
Yeah, under tonnage. It's fine. Whatever. That's fine. So is this the loadout we're going for? Is this fine?
Yep.
Okay. So, once again, I need to consult my controls. What is button 4? I never remember what button 4 is. What is weapon group 4? That button. Got it. Okay. Alright, time to die.
Oh, Bolt. You're gonna be fine.
I'll be fine. Are you guys gonna be okay?
Yep. Bolt, we're running 2 Marauders. We're gonna do great.
What would we need to hit a 400 ton limit? Like, just 4 Atlases?
Or King Crabs.
Let me see. Defiant says, all these mechs will be lost, like tears and rain. I hope not. This Atlas was way too expensive to be lost.
No, we're going to be running this Atlas into the end of the game.
I see.
We would only be replacing it if we got one of the Hero Atlases. Of which there are too many.
Wait, how many Hero Atlases?
Too many.
Are there like 10?
Oh, so, okay, there's not that many. I don't remember exactly how many there are, but, like, substantially more than most mechs get.
Hmm.
And yeah, some of the biggest names in MechWarrior piloted an Atlas, and like, fair
To
enough.
the treasure to pick it up.
It is one of a handful of mechs that is like iconic to the BattleTech series.
Everything I read about Atlas says it's big, it's ugly, it gets the job done. I look at this thing, and I think it's a handsome mech.
Online. Sensors online.
There's a fun
Weapons
quote
online. All
um,
systems nominal.
about the Atlas's appearance and why it has a skull for a face
Link up with them.
that a particularly important character in the lore
Extend yourself. Eventually,
requested the Atlas specifically to be designed
always good
to his specifications to be as big as possible, as heavily armed as possible, and as ugly as possible, such that fear itself shall become our weapon. This same person would later go on to win probably the most significant war in the entire storyline of BattleTech,
New target blackjack.
which is pretty cool.
Destroy. There's some redeems going on. Hydrate and posture from Jade. Sure thing.
As soon as we're not actively fighting for our lives.
Target destroyed.
How you
is
liking the Atlas?
Okay, medium lasers don't feel so bad when you have 4 of them.
Target acquired.
Yeah. And can, like, follow it up with an AC-20 as a 1-2 punch.
Commander. Get ready for them.
Target acquired.
The ship's coming down over there.
Taking care of air units.
I saw some things over here on this hill, but, like, I think they might be tanks. I don't know.
Target acquired.
Enemy destroyed.
New target Centurion. Target acquired. Incoming missile.
Alright, that's down.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Hostiles or
I'm sorry, did that Centurion just think it wanted to go fist fight an Atlas?
Yeah, and then it, like, thought again, and it stepped backwards, but it was too late.
I think Atlas hits harder in melee than any other mech in the game, and that's before you give it a fucking great sword.
I'm taking a lot of damage, but I don't think the Atlas cares.
No, it doesn't. It's extremely heavily armored.
Now, if I remove the medium laser, can I strap on more armor?
Yes.
I think I'll want that trade.
2 tons of armor is significant. You could also pull off your SRM launcher if you feel like you don't like having
Honestly.
2 different range brackets.
Honestly, like, having the
Or
short
you
range
can pull off
missiles
the
feels
LRM.
useless. The short range missiles feel useless with this many lasers. Like, it either
Yeah,
needs more missiles
take
or
off-
it needs more lasers, not a mix.
Taking off the missiles will give you so much more tonnage. than
Oh no,
taking
they're
out the
about to rip
lasers.
out my core.
How did you go from fine to not so fast?
I don't know, but I'm gonna hit restart of the mission, okay? We can't afford
Okay.
that. We can't afford that. Alright, this is a good opportunity for me to stretch.
What happened?
I don't know! I was fine and then I wasn't. What, did they have like 3 Gausses trained on my chest? I don't know. I was fine and then I wasn't. I managed to find a way to break an Atlas there.
Like, Atlases are not unkillable by any means, but... What? What?
I don't know what I did. I do not know what I did.
Fighting one thing.
No, it was 3. And it was not my first fight either.
Fired on you, but
Oh. That's what I get for marching off at a whole lance of mechs on my own in an atlas.
it doesn't make you indestructible. As I think about it, you know what I think probably happened?
What?
You might have had an ammo explosion.
Yeah, that would do it. Yeah, I think...
Because you are packing 3 different kinds of ammo.
Yeah.
And while, like... it would be lovely if case modules were in the game. Further research has determined that they are not.
So you can't protect your ammo. There's no way.
Well, so what case does is it creates it prevents you from having one ammo explosion set off further ammo explosions.
Yeah, I think all my ammo just exploded once they ripped the mech in half.
And the default builds for mechs do put ammo in, like, bad places, strategically speaking. Like, smart places engineering-wise, the places they would actually be if you were designing the mech to succeed.
Is to put them where
and,
the weapon is.
Work.
If you find the acquisition, just walk up to it in order to pick it up.
But for, like, the actual gameplay, they tend to be in, vulnerable locations.
Reactor online.
There's a reason that people always tell you to put your ammo in your cockpit and your feet.
All systems nominal.
Allied forces are attempting to withdraw from this area and need us to screen their retreat. We're to link up with the remaining friendlies screening the retreat and hold the enemy forces as long as possible. We have an opportunity for a hefty combat bonus the longer we can hold the enemies back.
Target destroyed.
I walked at me.
New target blackjack.
Why did they walk at me? They know it won't end well for them.
Because the AI is extremely stupid.
Approach the hidden object to pick it up. That's close enough. Ready to start pickup.
I'm letting you pick that stuff up.
Yep.
We'll be sure to put that ammo to good use.
Oh, more ammo for you.
Oh boy! I barely used any yet.
So here's an annoyance I have with ammo that you find on the ground in this game.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of my grievances.
Only one.
Ammo needs to be marked differently from loot so that you can choose to pick it up later.
Strategic acquisition, yeah.
Because if you are full
Destroyed.
and someone in your team picks up the ammo, you get nothing.
I see. Yeah, it doesn't, like, overfill the ammo. Okay, so... more enemies... Oh, we need to reach the checkpoint before more enemies will spawn. I see. I guess I should be inside the city.
Yeah, you'll be in cover that way. I'm moving myself out to the ridge so that I have a elevated sightline.
Commander, you've got the Ops Force's attention. They are converging on your position. Brace for hostile contact.
Target acquired.
Contact. Enemy spotted. Yeah.
Destroyed. Target
Okay.
destroyed.
I was going to use my missiles to hit those, but oh, all right, boys.
New target Centurion.
Right, there's that Centurion again.
Oh, yeah, missed me with that large laser. Yeah.
Incoming missile.
Yep, missiles hurt.
Amazing, Commander. Nice kill. It's even going critical.
I see the other mech over there. I don't have a good shot on it, though.
They're heading your way.
I've got a line on it. It's dueling an allied Urbie, which is going really good for us.
Blew off like it was nothing.
Target acquired.
Tango eliminated.
Splash.
New target Cataphract.
Cataphract.
Alright, and to go. Tanks. Heavy mech.
Target acquired.
Yeah, I'm hitting the cataphract.
Cataphract. It's surprising, we're not supposed to be seeing those yet.
Well, we are. I mean,
Oh,
that's it.
whatever.
I also purchased an Atlas, so like,
I mean, we're not supposed to be seeing those yet because they're not supposed to be in the game before a certain year. Two cataphracts. Oh, one of them's got a PPCX, careful.
yeah, it blasted me a bit.
Clear the commander's kill. It's about to explode. Targeting info updated.
I'm losing way too much of my chest armor for this early in the mission.
Well, stick the dogs on it.
That's what I did.
Already lost its large laser. Just don't let it get that AC-10 on you.
It just got it on me. I walked into a wall. That was my cover.
Target destroyed.
I don't know what I'm doing with this mech,
Oh,
sir.
I did not earn that, but I just put a PDC round through that thing's cockpit.
I saw. Well done.
That was a complete, like, long-distance pot shot.
You got it.
I was just trying to stop an armor.
We're only
That's
half through
an
the mission, and
extremely
I'm
lucky shot.
nearly dead.
Escalating their assault on your position, Commander. Be careful.
I don't think I should be driving this thing there.
Target acquired.
Copy. Lance target identified.
Alright, what have we got? Should be 7 targets remaining.
Well, one of them's a tank.
New target.
Jaeger mech, quick draw, rifleman.
Priority target received.
I'm telling him to go after the rifleman.
Okay, I've got their attention.
Target acquired.
Whew, they really did not like that.
Incoming missile.
Oh no, these missiles might get me.
Rifleman's down. Let's hit Get the Jägermech next.
I'm driving way too expensive of a mech for me to be hiding like this.
That's not how it works, Bolt. You've already, like, more than paid for the mech with the amount of damage you've caused.
I don't know about that. Oh, they're coming right at me. Oh, I'm being so... Okay. Stay right here. It's coming right at me. And I gotta get ready to shoot it as soon as it comes around that corner. Like... so. No, that's a teammate shot. No.
Target acquired.
Okay, Jägermech is
No, I'm
pretty
dead.
much crippled. It's only got the laser left.
Ah. And I exploded.
Ooh.
Target eliminated.
Maybe we should put an NPC in the Atlas.
No, but I do think maybe we need to up armor it before we use it.
Or move where the ammo is or something, because, like... I don't think I had an ammo explosion because my entire left side didn't rip off. I think I just had a lot of bad fights where everything was just shooting straight at my chest.
Mm-hmm.
Recon has spotted additional bogies, heading along a trajectory that intersects with your position.
Yeah, I need to change the
Well,
weapon
why don't you load us back to...
to where I bought the thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And we will reevaluate it.
Okay.
I can probably work some magic for you.
Ugh.
Or you can do it yourself, obviously.
I feel like if I want to keep this expensive thing alive, I should be sticking more to long range and less to short range.
You can do short range. You just need to, like, make sure you're making use of cover
That map is also...
and, like, staying mobile.
That map is... staying mobile is an Atlas. That's funny. That's a... yeah. It is anguish to see the Atlas just break the second I touch it.
It's a new mech. You're getting used to it. Just because it's, like, big and tough does not make it invulnerable.
I think I
But
did
we
the
can
same
make
thing
it
with the
tougher.
Victor. The first time we
Yes,
got it.
you did.
Okay.
And then you got the hang of it.
Okay, so let's take a look at this thing. Okay, so...
I'm going to have to redo the paint job.
yeah. It has, like, 120 armor on the chest, which, like, that's really good. It has, like, no armor on the head. But that's not where I'm dying. I'm not dying due to headshots. I'm dying due to that. So, let's see. The thing that exploded last time was the AC-20 ammo blew off, and then I lost the torso, the cannon, and the arm. Which, like, that was really bad, but, like, that's not the worst. I think... yeah, the short-range missiles aren't helping me. I don't think the short-range missiles are doing it for me, so I'm going to get rid of those. We don't need the SRM ammo. The LRM thing is doing fine for me because, like, it's long range. Can I stick something better than the AC-20 in there? Can I stick, like, the burst fire in there?
If you're looking for more damage in a single shot, you want an LBX-10.
Not even the Gauss?
Remember that the Gauss is a sniping weapon.
Which apparently I'm using this thing longer range, so, like... that could be fine. We don't have an LBX-10. That's fine. Okay, so I'll just leave the AC-20
I
in.
thought we had one. Is it on something?
Oh, you changed it to paint? Changed... okay, that's fine. It's probably on something, and that's okay. Medium fist slot, that's fine. No, I'm getting rid of the SRM. I'm getting rid of the SRM. Can I max the armor from that? No, not really. Not really. And you doing that has changed the... Okay, I get rid of the SRM. What can I do that's 4 pounds? I could stick a different LRM in here, and that way they could fire off even more missiles long range at time. Can I fit anything bigger into the medium laser slot? I could put the MP lasers in there. You know what?
Yeah, if any mech is a good investment for pulse lasers, it's definitely the Atlas.
Yeah, stick these suckers in there. It said that my damage went down. I don't believe that. Short duration of concentrate damage. I'm sure it's fine.
Pulse lasers mean that you're less likely to have a problem of your lasers slipping off target, and
Which
you
I do have
not
a
getting
problem
all
with.
the potential damage.
Like, that's fine by me. I'll keep the AC-20 for now. Okay, yeah, just sticking the MP lasers on there did fine. Oh, it says I damage is less because I'm not using that missile slot. Like, that's whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care so much about that. Let's move a little bit armor off the legs. And put that armor in the head, because I don't like having no armor in my head. I feel like that's silly.
I mean, the head is the cockpit, and you haven't been having problems with your head being taken off.
I'll stick a grand total of the 2 extra armor I can stick on the torso that I can.
Also, you can maneuver a heatsink out of your head slot and put an ammo there instead.
So move that single heatsink, move the LRM ammo, put the LRM ammo here, put the heatsink here. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
I can't see your screen. I'm just looking at and seeing like what kind of
Okay. Also, that map might
things
not.
might help.
That map might help us with our money issue, but I don't know if that's like a good test map of. How about we do a demolition mission? That'll definitely pay us. Davian hits Independence. Like, that's fine.
Davian does really like us, I guess.
Yeah, we will probably earn more money doing this. And there's nothing stopping us from doing the other job after, but, like, we need money.
Uh-huh.
Few transmissions. Air of nothing. So Steiner wants us to do something. And he'll pay us an AC-10. Several AC-10s. Not right now. Break the line. Do that. I need money. Thank you. So it's a demolition contract. I don't know if it's worth bringing the assault on this. I feel like it might be too slow. But we do have the tonnage for it. I feel like we want something really fast. Or like one of us should be in something stupidly fast. I could be into something fast. What is our fastest mech? Probably the Firestarter.
Crab is the fastest, but the Firestarter is better at the job, and I'll do it.
Okay.
You, like, use this as an opportunity to get, like, your sea legs in the Atlas.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to stick one of our companions inside of our new Hero Centurion, because bonus money.
Yeah, get that payout.
And then I'll stick the other person in the heaviest mech that we can, which is the Jaeger mech. which still has a broken 2 AC-2. It'll be fine. It's a demolition job. We're doing this
the
for money.
Jaeger is becoming a If the Jaeger is going to fully become a NPC mech, we need to redo it anyway.
Like, it was a mech that you had, but now we have Marauders. Now
The
it's like...
thing is that if we're going to make the Jaeger a NPC mech, we also want to replace it with probably an archer anyway,
Yeah.
which would do that job better.
If we can find one. But that
We
was
will.
also the issue with the Atlas. If we can find an Atlas, I'll get that. Well, here's an Atlas. Now I need to stop breaking it. Oh. I do like this thing's cockpit.
Reactor online.
I feel like it has more dials than any other mech I've been in.
Weapons online. All systems
Oh, it's a hot
online.
map.
Saddle up, Commander.
Oh, this is gonna be really fun for me.
A remote farming facility for destruction. Go to Knot Point Alpha and tear the entire facility down.
Right now it says that building is out of my laser's range. I know that grain silo didn't do anything to deserve that, but I wanted to shoot. It still says that's out of range of my missiles. There's our dropship. It's flying into the sun.
I'm detecting unidentified mechs in the area. Moving in to investigate.
Yeah, let's see. Even the wall.
Target objective, Commander. Why don't you go over and introduce yourself?
Everything is out of range.
New target. Flee.
Oh, it's a flea. A flea's gonna defend this town. Hi there, flea. I'm an Atlas.
Target destroyed.
Oh, you have a flamethrower. Good for you. Good for you.
Heat critical.
Reactor failure detected. Look out.
Alright, well, we took out everything that was on the outside. Never mind.
Acquired.
They're operating at reduced efficiency. Keep on smashing.
We took out all the mechs that are outside of town.
Target urban mech.
There's a crab that's being very annoying to me personally.
Oh, if I can get to town... Like, what happened was the lights ran up to me and stopped me. They did their job, I think.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
I'll get you.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, I see the crab. I'm firing missiles at the crab now. It doesn't like it. Where'd the crab go? Oh, there it is. It's gone.
Target destroyed.
Hey, you see this wall? I don't. What's this wall? No, there's no wall here.
Demolish about half of the top
There's no wall here.
Crack on, Commander.
What wall? There's only Atlas. There is no wall.
You're almost there, Commander. Only 20%
I'm helping.
of this area remains.
Incoming missile.
I'm the heaviest heavy thing that ever heavied. I can walk into any wall.
That's it, Commander.
Alright, you ready to go, Zaer?
Destroy this area.
Ready to go.
Go!
Best get to the evac point now, before more reinforcements arrive.
New target Blackjack. Target
Oh, hi there.
acquired.
Yeah, you didn't like that, did you?
Clean that shot. Nice.
Yeah, the MP lasers are working a lot better with this mech.
Incoming missile.
But please, make it to there before I lose anything.
Pack it up, Commander, before more enemies arrive.
Yeah, demolition missions are made for getting money. Okay, we made money again.
Have a better feel on it now?
Yeah, the MP lasers are making a huge difference. Honestly, the missiles weren't doing it anyway. All they were doing was overheating me.
Hmm. I can see that.
Even on the ice map. As is, this autocannon doesn't really feel very good with it.
Yeah, I
Yay.
have to admit, I have consistently found AC-20s to be a little disappointing.
We can't take any of that mech. We'll take, do we want the mace? I don't think we want the mace. It's kind of cheap anyway. We'll take this stuff. We took minimal damage, and hey, look, we got made about half our money back. I gotta speak to Rihanna, though. But we did it. We made money. We are no longer in debt again.
Hi, Commander. I've just received a distress call from a civilian settlement that's under attack by suspected Inferno forces. They've offered an open contract to anyone willing to intervene on their behalf. This certainly fits Inferno's MO. We know they've been driving people from their land. What we didn't know was why. Now we do. After speaking with Spears and combining our research, we made a significant discovery. Inferno activity and refugee displacement patterns correspond almost exactly with the recent discovery of several long-lost Star League Defense Force bases and supply depots. We believe that Black Inferno have been driving off the civilian populations nearby, then laying claim to these sites, excavating them, and pillaging whatever tech they find.
Lost tech?
Excellent question. These particular sites have been lost to humanity for centuries. The sites are usually in remote locations, well hidden and, more often than not, completely overgrown or buried. Sometimes both.
I wish we knew who was protecting Inferno. Maybe then we'd have more answers.
It wouldn't hurt, I'll give you that. Right now, I suggest we take these assholes down a peg by accepting the contract and kicking their ass.
Hell yeah.
I thought you'd feel that way. I'll prepare the mission briefing, while you work on getting us to the Coal Harbor system.
Roger that.
Zaer, I don't know if you were hearing the cutscene through me or not, but,
No,
me-
I don't get to hear it.
it sounded like her dialogue was, like, from a speaker that was spinning around the room. Sometimes it sounded like it was close to me, sometimes it sounded like it was far away from me. I tried getting physically close to her to fix it, but that did not really solve the problem.
Oh, that's weird.
Very inconsistent audio. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just the way it is.
Oh, hey, Bolt.
Yeah?
You remember early on in this game when we were exploring the ship and we were both wondering to ourselves, what kind of missiles are these? They don't look like missiles.
Yeah, the ones that kind of look like soda bottles?
Yeah, those are autocannon rounds.
I see. Alright, that makes sense.
And the reason they look like that is because they have disposable sabos.
I see. Not salvos, sabos.
So that shell on the outside gets discarded
I see.
as it flies.
Alright, fair enough. We can take a look at... Right, where are our jobs? So the main story wants us to go... Huh, it didn't... They were like, you need to go there, but then they didn't, like, say anywhere you need to go. Okay, so this is over that away. We're clearly not going to that. This is way over there, so maybe we're going towards that. But I think there was the other job that was in the area that was a lot easier. Yeah. Okay. We have money. I guess we're going up that way. We're going to Fatima. Also, how are we on time?
We are good, though I realize I should probably go make my tea.
Alright. Euro asks, are you going back to New Benui game next Tuesday? Well, that's actually something that we had earlier today.
We will not be going back to the new Bunny game next Tuesday because next week we will be doing Gunfire Reborn so that we can include more of the overall friend group.
Hey, Zaer.
As currently not...
Never mind. You finish your thought first. This isn't going anywhere.
Currently we don't have other people who can play Bunny and Steel yet. Anyway, yes, what was your hair there?
We don't have any money. But this place is selling a Highlander, an Archer, and Orion. Like, those all seem like amazing mechs.
The Orion's kind of mid.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't know, it looks really good to me with its 5 weapon points, but here we are. Let's see, Highlander, if it didn't have jump jets, I think it would be a great assault mech. But it does have 5 weapon points.
The Highlander, you pull off the jump jets, and you turn it into armor.
Yeah. And it has 5 weapon points.
And a Gauss rifle.
This one has an AC-10.
Oh, okay. So it's a cheap Highlander. I don't care then.
I mean, it's rare. It has 2 medium lasers, short-range missiles, long-range missile, and an AC-10.
Yeah, the Highlander is like the more configurable, advanced version of the Victor.
I see.
I think that's the lore.
Like, it looks good, but they also have an Archer and an Orion. All these mechs cost about...
And of those, we'd rather have the Archer.
Yeah, the Archer is...
Because right now, what we most need for our stable is a dedicated LRM platform.
Which was...
and that's either going to be an Archer or a Catapult.
Which was, like, what was it? The Blackjack? Was that where... No, the Blackjack is a medium laser, or a laser mech.
We are
The Jaeger
forcing
mech.
the Jaeger mech to be an LRM boat. And it's decent at it, but the Jaeger mech is above all else a gun platform.
Mm-hmm.
And
Extra stretch and hydrate
like
from pawns too.
the Jaeger mech is good to have in our stable, so we don't want to get rid of it. Like
When
when it's fully rigged up, the double AC2 Rapid is oppressive.
it's such a shame that we can't afford
Also
any of
smoked
these
in the oven.
things.
He found beef, stick, and chicken. Sandwich.
I personally
Hmm.
kind of prefer the catapult for an AI-controlled missile boat anyway, because it doesn't have anything but the LRMs,
So it forces them
and so
to
the
be
AI
away.
can't do its job wrong.
I see.
Whereas the Archer, the AI will sometimes be like, I have medium missiles, time to charge into melee. Or medium lasers, even. And then it'll be like, oh, what do you mean I'm inside the minimum range for my LRMs? I guess I'll just duel with my 2 medium lasers.
Ah. Fonz's sandwich was beef, chicken, and stick. That's good.
Dick!
Stick sandwich. Our favorite. Either way, this place has cool stuff. Cool stuff, we can't afford it. We're on our way to jobs.
If I were piloting a LRM boat, I actually, as much as I love the catapult, would probably take the Archer. Because it can much more comfortably field a double LRM 20 setup. But for a catapult, it's much better to have a double LRM 15 with Artemis. And
Uriel's
the stream for the catapult is really good.
Uriel's ads. Not sure if you've ever had chicken and beef on a sandwich.
Isn't that like a particular kind of club?
I think so. I'm also thinking of the terrible invention of the land, air, and sea, which is like a chicken, beef, and fish sandwich. Honestly, I don't think the fish is very good at it.
I am not an anti-fish woman.
But you don't mix fish with other meat.
You can do a surf and turf, okay, but that's still like your land food and your food served separately together.
Yeah, not mixed in a sandwich. Uriel says, that
Not
sounds
all one
horrible. You're not
bite.
wrong.
Not all one bite.
Okay. So for Project Cold Snap, what are we... Like, I'm not really sure what the objective is here. It doesn't really tell us. It just says Project Cold Snap. I'm not sure if I should be...
Yeah, that's because story missions often have, like, combinations of 2 different game types in them. And they also, like, almost always have custom maps that the AI then gets stuck in because its Pathfinding is not actually that good.
I really want to use the Centurion for the bonus money.
Honestly, we probably can.
Alright. You think this is good then?
I'm in the kitchen making tea.
Okay. We have 250
I figured
tonnage.
that would be a good use of the time that we are just chatting.
We have 250 tonnage. I kicked out the 4th person, and I put you back in the Marauder. So I'm in the Atlas, you're in the Marauder, and then Freeman is in the Centurion. We have 225 out of 250 tonnage. I could stick someone in the Firestarter if we think it'll make any difference at all. Or the Urbie. The Urbie barely fits.
Take somebody with the Urbie. It can't hurt.
Okay.
Like, we don't get anything for being under tonnage, so we might as well at least have it there to occasionally pull off a pot shot.
Okay, it will never keep up with us.
Someday, we're going to put a Gauss on that thing, and suddenly it's going to be the most valuable mech in our stable again. Because it's just going to occasionally take kill shots from across the map. And we'll be like, Urbie, how did you kill that? You're a million miles away!
Akomo says, Longbow Kuritan mech boat LRM missile boat in the game, Assault class. Our best LRM missile boat in the game. Longbows, huh? Are they in the game? Maybe this part of the DLC?
I didn't know
Are they
Longbow was in the game.
It is in the game. Okay.
Huh. It's not DLC. I've never seen one.
That doesn't mean it doesn't exist if you haven't seen one. That just means it's not
No, I
common.
know. I'm just surprised.
We could look inside the skirmish mode and see if it's there.
Yeah, we could.
I do appreciate the
Regardless-
skirmish mode as just a way to be able to, like, I will play with these toys today. Get them out of the box. For one.
It's also good for, like, testing ideas.
Hmm.
Like, how does this particular build play? And then if I get those parts in campaign or career, do I want to try it?
Yep.
I do it for weapons testing, like, semi-frequently.
I did try out a Stalker. I do remember that. Like, in a different save file, I did get a Stalker. And it wasn't my long-range missile boat. I just ripped all the long-range missiles on it and gave it nothing but SRM-6s. So it's firing something in the neighborhood of, like, 40 SRMs at once. It was slow.
That's like 300 damage.
I think so.
More than that, probably.
I think so. I was able to one or two shot almost anything I walked into.
That's obscene.
It
Well
was
done.
hilarious. It was hilarious. I really liked using that thing as an ATST.
That sounds a lot like my Hero King Crab variant.
Oh yeah, the
which
thing that
is
you just
the
like.
Hero King Crab with 4 PPCXs and nothing else. It's very big.
It's like the
very
crab I'm
slow.
using, but bigger.
It has enough heat sinks to fire all 4 PPCXs in chain fire non-stop. And can also alpha strike them 4 times before overheating.
On like a hot map, I think even. Euro adds,
Yeah.
what kind of teas there?
I have a variety of teas. I don't know the full internals of this one, but I always have some kind of chamomile tea before bed. It's just a habit that helps me sleep. Also, my Twitch chat app is broken.
I see.
I'm no longer getting the most current chat stuff. I don't know why. It just does this sometimes. I'll try reloading it, but usually it doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, you know what? OBS usually doesn't work for me, but here we are.
Oh, it does work.
How about that? Amazing.
Sometimes
Voltage looked into the
you
other.
get lucky.
Oh,
All right.
well, that explains that odor. It's Brussels sprouts, all right.
Well, Uriel, you didn't get yellow casserole.
Yeah, this looks good. This looks good.
An Atlas right next to
5
our
times
Urbie.
over is nothing.
An Atlas next to Urbie. What are we doing? Uriel says, can I have the casserole instead? What? What's wrong with Brussels sprouts? Everybody loves Brussels sprouts when they're cooked right. Metal Sheep says, oh
Metal
man,
Sheep
I go away for a little
Go
bit.
away for a little bit and you all get an Atlas.
Yeah,
Yeah, we just found it in a random store and
in
as
Kurita
has been
space?
mentioned, my actual instantaneous reaction when Bolt says, there's an Atlas is, oh, fuck off.
No, it was real. So I stripped off his short-range lasers.
The raid against Project Cold Snap was instigated by House Steiner Loki agents looking to steal the project's research and development in Myoma technologies. Such a slight against the Combine will never be tolerated. The Dragon demands retribution, and that is exactly what you will deliver. Your target
Are
is
they
Remote Defiance
teasing
Industries manufacturing
the
plant.
triple strength
Special
Myomr
in
that's
the
not in
forging
this
of
game?
Defiance-branded mech armor plating.
Maybe.
Raise it to the ground, and your contract with the Draconis Combine will be considered fulfilled.
So yeah, I stripped off his short-range laser, or missiles, because I kept on getting ammo explosions that got me killed. And I put some MP lasers on there instead of its medium lasers, and I like it now.
Target acquired.
Heavy tank. Heavy tank!
Missiles on the way.
Target destroyed.
Okay, it's down.
Target acquired. Target
Alright.
destroyed.
Goodbye, helicopter. I like the sound of the MP lasers.
Yeah, pulse lasers sound really cool. Oh, SRM boat, keep your distance.
Got another one.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Laser tank.
Target
Oh,
destroyed.
it's down.
Where's the SRM boat?
It's dead.
Oh, well.
Leon killed it.
Good job, Leon.
New target javelin.
Oh, a javelin, huh? Let's shoot some missiles at it. Oh, there goes some of its leg.
An AC-2 tank.
I'm slowly but surely approaching the village.
Our target is now marked. Go get him.
Oh, it's a demolition.
Incoming missile.
Get out of the way, friend.
Okay, there's an LRM tank back there. I'm gonna go step on it.
Sure.
Incoming missile.
That's just annoying. It's not like the scary kind that has 4 of them.
Target acquired.
It's just a single LRM 10, and like, that's obnoxious.
Target destroyed.
Stop that.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, if it's just a destroy base mission, I'll just walk into this wall.
We're making progress, but still have a long way to go. Keep at it, everyone.
Yeah, walls are no match for me. The Atlas is the destroyer of walls.
One thing I sometimes forget when doing base destruction missions is how valuable the PPC's AoE effect is. Like, even without a PPCX, like, it does explode on impact.
This place is down to 50%.
That is good for blowing up, like, tall buildings. Oh, there's helicopters up above us. Hey, can you guys, like, leave us alone? We're in the middle of something.
No, they won't.
Target destroyed.
Rude.
A wee bit more, Commander. This complex is on the verge of collapse.
I'll take the hits with my Atlas. This is fine.
Famous last words. Especially coming from a man who, like, tried the vanilla Atlas and, like, exploded.
Oh, we just lost our Urbie.
The facility's gone cold. All power signature's gone.
Oh, can you rush that exit?
We'll be able to utilize this complex for quite a bit. Time to get out of here, Commander.
Target destroyed. New target Panther.
A Panther
Yeah,
with
probably.
a PPC? Heck you!
I
Turn
mean,
that
that
off.
is the standard compliment for Panthers.
Turn that off! Get out of here! Everything's hitting me because I destroyed all the walls. Alright, it's gone.
Destroyed.
Unfortunately, I have a swarm of enemies on my rear. They did not like the fact that I warped their wall.
Almost there. Almost there. And clear.
There's no further need for you to remain at this facility. If House Steiner insists on
That said, they can still destroy me. They are still doing damage to my core.
return to your dropship,
I'm turning so they get the other arm.
and our business will be complete.
Stop hitting my chest.
Dragon, thank you for your assistance in this delicate matter.
Mission success, Commander. Time to get out of here.
Target destroyed.
Oh, okay, we got it. We won't run the simulation. They're tough, but they ain't invincible. Yeah, that's... I felt really durable until I wasn't. The second that, like, giant middle lights up yellow, I'm like, hmm. Hmm. Uriel says, can I get y'all's opinions on something? I was asking my players to introduce themselves with the names, pronouns, etc., and one of them said, he, him, natural-born dude, and he can't decide if that's problematic or typical cishet guy cluelessness.
So was that... This is an important clarification. Was that, you asking to introduce the players, or the players to introduce their characters?
It
Because you
sounds
said
like
players,
it sounds
and
like the
I
latter.
assume that's what you meant, but I want to clarify.
Okay, yeah, I'm assuming the second, but, like... Former versus latter, then... If it's latter, then I think it's fine, but if it's former, then it could be...
Yeah, I just want to verify.
Let's get... Ace of 10 burst fire.
Okay, no players. We haven't gone into gameplay yet. Then, yeah, I would definitely keep an eye on that. And as the DM, it might be in your best interest to talk to this person side by side and say, hey, I'm not accusing you of anything, but I need to know if you were implying that it was
Can head up that way.
incorrect of me to ask people about their pronouns, because I personally find that very important in order to be polite to people. And it's important that everyone at the table understands that that is an expectation I have of my players.
Oh no, the Urbie's jump jets broke, but at least the weapon's fine. Any other equipment?
It's very important in that situation to emphasize that you are requiring your players to be respectful to each other, regardless of their opinions. And if you get a response that indicates he doesn't like that, immediately be like, I'm not sure that this is the right table to you.
Yeah. Especially if that's, like... It needs to be important, like, for society in general, but... If you're going to be interacting with these people, like, on
it's not your responsibility to achieve, like, society-wide things. Just to achieve a safe climate for your players.
Right.
And so if you're worried that that's, like, problematic behavior indication, suss that out fast, because if it becomes a problem at the table, that is a group-destroying situation.
Yes. Because that will make situations where people cancel on the session simply because they don't feel comfortable with the people around them. I've had that happen before.
Exactly.
I was the problem person before. I made someone feel very uncomfortable at my table as a GM, and I regret that, but, like, the scars of that have still not left. And I regret that decision every single day of my life. I feel like a clear line of communication of what people want at the game and what people expect at the table, and that everybody's mood is equal at the table. Because
Again,
otherwise the game
that
doesn't
important
run.
word is respect.
Yes.
Is that, like, you have an expectation that everyone at your table treats each other with respect. And it's better for you to be able to have this conversation on your terms in a way you can control. If this is something that this person is going to have a problem with. And so that you can control the departure of, well, maybe this isn't the right group for you to play with. Rather than you just did something really inappropriate, get the hell out of my house. Because that is more dramatic. And that's not the kind of drama you want. tabletop role-playing session?
Oh,
We
Discord was
prefer
really
the drama game.
Yeah, Discord was starting to break up in the middle of that a little bit at the end.
Oh no, my carefully crafted speech.
Only at the end, though. Only like the last 2 sentences. Alright, so I got us to the Hatchetman mission because that mission led us straight to this one. This is what I've equipped us
Awesome.
with. Do you want to change anything? It's the Hatchetman mission.
Nice. This works.
Okay. I also accepted every other mission that they threw at us.
All that stuff being said, it is also important to acknowledge that, like, it might be the, as you said, typical cishet guy cluelessness. And he'll be like, what? Why would you think that I am a bigot or whatever? And you're just gonna have to look at him and say,
Reactor online.
because sometimes
Online.
you have to be sure.
Online. All systems nominal.
And you say, sorry
The independent people of Sky want us to
that I
organize
offended
a
you
hatchet
by
suspected to be
accusing you of things,
to march enough points.
but I hope you can understand why it was important for me to have this conversation. And if he's a reasonable guy, then he probably will.
Like, if that's the only sentence
So
that they
best case
said...
scenario, he's like, no, I agree with you about the importance of this.
Yeah, if that was the only thing that was said by him, and, like, do you know this player at all? Like, do you know them? Do they sound like a person that, like, would try to have, like, a sense of false confidence when, like, trying to be around people for the first time? Where they might say something that's a bit more out of line than what you're used to hearing from them? If so, then that might be what this is.
Mhm. The short version, I guess, is communication is nearly always the solution to stuff
Yes.
like this.
Our target must have given us the slip. Let's check out the other locations.
Sensor detecting enemy mechs.
Oh, there's rocks. Is that a hatchet, though? No.
Heat critical.
My heat's critical, though. It's really hurt.
Critical.
Just a little bit more on that guy.
Target
Okay.
destroyed.
I need to cool off before my next engagement.
Acquired.
The Jaeger mech is a good fire support mech.
Yeah?
I do like driving it.
Like, we just needed mediums for this. We needed 3 mediums. There was no way we were going to do this with 4 lights.
We needed mediums, he says, and gives me a heavy mech.
Well, it's one of the lighter heavies that we had.
Fair enough.
But when I think of fighting hatchets, I want to use the crab. If I'm going to fight something in short range, I want to use something that's medium short range.
Target destroyed.
Euro ads. Thanks for all the input. Definitely going to go on it. I will probably mention it via DM so he can clarify without accusing him immediately. Fair enough.
Target spider.
Mm-hmm.
Target acquired.
Once you've found the targeted asset, move up to it, and we'll begin the recovery procedure.
Critical.
Heat critical. Did a lot of damage to it, but I didn't take it down. And there it goes.
I
okay.
did.
Nice. Still one more in the corner, it looked like.
Target acquired.
Come on, Gabe.
I love it when the trees just eat my entire missile salvo.
Yeah, the game also, like, okay, my game was brought to a standstill for a brief moment there because I had to calculate trees burning. Okay. I'll go get the item.
Actually, how about you have me do it? Because, like, I have to stay in back.
Okay. Alright, I'll get to rushing. With my crab jet.
Like, I'm a fire support platform.
Meanwhile, I'm run at them with a shotgun, then run away to reload kind of mech. Oh, good, ammo. Yeah, ammo. What's that? I think I saw them.
I mean, I'm happy to get the ammo. You know how much AC2 ammo I go through in 2 seconds?
Yes. Alright, there's our targets.
If I can get a lock.
Alright, I got a flat cannon on the helicopter. Got the tank down. The more I run in circles, the better. That's a lot of hatchets.
Target acquired.
Heat critical. Let's just run away for a bit then. What was that coming up behind you? Oh, that's a turret. Okay, that's fine. Just step on that.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Great big flash of light. Alright, that tank is gone. They love their jump jets. They love them.
At
They're
least
just-
I like using them to get over terrain.
Target destroyed.
That took way too many
I am
blasts.
being pursued.
Critical.
Alright, I'll chase. Are you? I killed one of them, and that seemed like they immediately turned around and went back to me.
New target assassin.
Ooh, assassins! Oh, they sent assassins after me because I'm assassinating their Okay. Okay, come on. Cool down just a little bit, and
Target destroyed.
there's your legs.
Target acquired.
Let's not run straight at the guy with the hatchet. That's a silly idea.
Come on.
One more shot to the center.
All targets down. I've given the IPS the all clear to swoop in and salvage the downed hatchet.
Alright, I'm gonna swoop around and run towards the exit.
Before more Arcturan guards arrive. I'm getting 0 reactor signature from the targets. Looks like we got them all.
Looks like we took pretty minimal damage, too.
That bounty is ours.
Yeah.
Fahad will break open a case of Timbiki Dark when you get back to the ship safely.
I really like when the game, like, cuts between the carefully written and recorded story dialogue and the ordinary canned lines.
Yeah.
Doesn't break the tension at all.
So, Hatchetman, they are not really that impressive, actually. Turns out, melee weapons aren't...
turns out they're medium X.
Yeah. I mean, they're also medium mechs are using a melee weapon that we did not allow them to get into melee with. The AI doesn't know how to deal with, oh wow, that guy's really fast.
Mm-hmm. Hatchetmen are very good, but an entire lance of nothing but Hatchetmen are very not.
Yeah. I'm not sure what Steiner was thinking there.
They were thinking, it's the new mech, it must be good, let's use all of it. Because, like, the great houses are led by idiots.
Yeah. Take a couple
Universally.
We really don't need these AC5s, I didn't have enough salvage shares to get the assassin. Oh, by the way, you know what I chose for every, like, for all the little pips that we could choose? Every pip.
Oh, yeah, I had the exact same experience when doing these missions.
Yeah, like, I got all the money, all the salvage, all the repair, and, yeah, we just made a cool 2 million there. Good mission. Good mission. Well done, everybody.
Battleship ads, I'm not sure what they were thinking, is a great way to describe Steiner.
Oh, yeah. Fair
And
enough.
we will certainly see more of that,
There's a neat part, too.
in Operation Red, and in fact, saw a lot of it in the Operation Galahad mission. With the
Okay,
one
still
Steiner
here.
dude being, like, just a total tool.
Yeah. Alright, let's repair what we got. Easy fix. The next contract is right here. We can take literally everything, because why not, I guess?
We are at time, I should mention.
We are at time. Okay, and we would need to switch out mechs, because unfortunately, our mechs broke. So, I guess...
I mean, cosmetic damage, but we should repair it before we send them into battle.
Yeah, but we can also just switch. So I will give... You prefer longer range mechs. Unfortunately, I don't think we have a solid longer range. You know, how about this?
I was going to take
He
the
found
new
beef.
Centurion.
Oh, you do?
And
Okay.
stick. Stew.
Ooh!
I mean, we have a much lower weight limit.
Hold on. Beef, tomato, and stick stew. And the word tomato didn't load for some reason. Of all the things to not have load. Okay, so you wanted to use the new Centurion.
Stick.
We got Zaer stick. Okay,
Stick!
and there's also Zaer stick. Oddly, this fits. This works.
Yeah,
We could use this next
medium
time.
stick.
And there's another stick. Great. So we will be stopping. We will be stopping here.
Yep.
I'm gonna save this as this one now. We got an atlas. You don't hold on. I gotta move that into the. It's broken, but you know what? I don't care. We have an atlas. We also got this guy. Which I really like their, like, extremely Japanese paint. Extremely Rising Sun Centurion. Well done.
Uh-huh.
But we also got... Also, I didn't get a cosplay redeem this stream, and I'm going to demonstrate that now. I want to make sure that this thing does work the way that I said it was going to work, because I feel like people are afraid to spend points on cosplay redeems ever since that happened. So, let me do one. So, say I do, let's just say... Say I do the suit. It works. I go into a suit. But what if I change it and, like, pay extra? What if I change it to Woodman? It's not going to work, and it will trigger in exactly 5 minutes. So if we sit here for 5 minutes and we do our outro, then you'll be able to see me turn into Woodman, and you'll get to see that that's the way that this works now. Okay, let's see here. You got a bonus live Zaer stick without a purchase. Such value! 2 for 1! That's so much better than 2 for twice the price.
Buy 2, get 2!
People tried to hit me with that a lot when I was in school. It was like trying to throw you for a fast one.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so, let's see. First of all, happy April Fool's Day. It's not April Fool's Day anymore. No fooling. We're just not fooling around here. Most April Fool's jokes
Happy April.
Kinda, yeah. Happy April.
It is April.
I do intend to have the Etrian Odyssey thing happen, as planned. But according to looking at timestamps of the old video, the first video of that did not go up until April 12th, and so I'm going to have that video go up on April 12th. Please look forward to watching Etrian Odyssey 2 then. Maybe I'll actually be able to finish the game this time. Maybe.
We shall see.
For Final Fantasy Friday, you know what? I'm going to talk with everybody here. So, my D&D group had to cancel. They had to cancel last Saturday for, I'm not going to say what reason. We have an opportunity to have a makeup day this Friday if I cancel my Final Fantasy stream. It would be the end of Final Fantasy IX. I kind of really do want to play D&D, but at the same time, I feel like I give 9 the shaft so often on you guys. I give 9 the shaft so often for you guys, but like a D&D group canceling, that's unheard of. Yeah, you're not wrong.
It was a painful session to miss.
Yeah, which
you know, Bolt, I don't know why I didn't think of this at the time we were talking about, but you could do a Final Fantasy to Thursday.
The problem is that someone has asked me to run Jade Region on Thursdays.
I thought those start, like, fairly late at night, though.
Yeah, but when does my Final Fantasy streams go?
You're right.
Yeah, there would be a conflict. And the only other day would be Wednesday, which, like, after this, I'm going to be falling asleep for, like, a whole day again. So, like, scheduling conflicts of overriding, and apparently it's fine for everybody. I'm the only one that has a problem, I think. And you never make the Friday stream, so you have no strong opinion on one way or the other. Fair enough. I feel like that's more of a question for, like, Uriel or Amora Silverspark or Fawns or, like, the people who usually make it there to a Friday stream. But 9 always gets the shaft, and it feels really bad, and it would be the last stream of it. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but, like...
So, Fonz asked, will we get 9 next Friday, or will it be 14? And Uriel says, you do you, this ain't a job, fam.
That's true. You're right. I'm a hobby streamer. We would get 9 the next Friday. It would not be skipped for another 14 stream. You know what? Yeah. If you guys are okay with it, like, I'll do the D&D thing, because I think that would make everybody in that group really happy. I think you guys outnumber the people in that group now. So... That's why it was
a thumbs up.
That was such a heavy consideration. Okay, that's a thumbs up then. Okay, no stream this Friday. I'll cancel it on Twitch as soon as I'm able. Feels bad, man, but like When you miss a D&D session, it throws everybody's life in turmoil. I don't know about you, Zaer, but when we lose those sessions, I feel really bad. Like, almost sick.
Oh, I was devastated Saturday. Like, not to go into too much detail, but and another one of our players and my romantic partner had like a 2-day crisis
Oh.
because we were just so sad.
Hey, look, we were talking for 5 minutes and then Woodman went off.
Oh, hey, we did it.
Good. The command works. You know, your group was like, let's play D&D, and they drop a lot of things to get to go. Yeah. We set up a schedule like every 2 weeks, but you never know. Random stuff seems to happen within the 2-hour span of start time is here, and now we start.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen like every week, but it happens often enough that your brain, remembering only the bad thing, is like, this keeps happening.
We call that negativity bias, and it really sucks.
Yeah. Okay, so no Final Fantasy stream this Friday. Final Fantasy 9 next week. And next Teamwork Tuesday, Jade actually wants us to play Gunfire Reborn. Like,
So we're gonna play Gunfire Reborn.
She wants to play that with us, so that's gonna be next week. I guess she likes to shoot guns just about as much as I do.
Yeah,
So-
and it's a fun game, and it's exciting, and it's cute.
It is cute. We just have
And we
problems
can
with
finally do the seasonal thing, which is actually kind of funny.
We keep dying. We need to actually beat the boss. The problem is, like, even with, like, I don't know, our streak is that the last couple runs we've had, we've just not been able to get past the second boss for some reason.
That's the roguelike experience.
Yeah, more gunfire miss. I miss.
Sometimes you just have like 3 bad runs in a row.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. Kingmaker should, of course, continue to be updated as I am able to find time for it. That game keeps crashing on me. I like to do hour-long recordings for that, and sometimes the game will just crash like 40 minutes into it, and I'm ripping my hair out, actually, at it, and I'm just... You know what? Eternosity should be a little bit refreshing after that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I can't wait to see more of your Etrian Odyssey videos because they are just so fascinating to watch and listen to because there's just so much crunch and you navigate it so effortlessly.
Yeah, I'm used to the Etrian Odyssey system, and of all the Etrian Odyssey games, 2 is the worst. Alright, consider this. A revive in Etrian Odyssey 3 costs like 100 money. Do you know how much a revive costs in Etrian Odyssey 2? 500.
How much? Oh!
And you know what? You don't get experience for doing quests, you don't get experience for doing missions, and you don't get experience for killing FOEs. So you get no bonus experience for anybody. And there's no experience sharing talent. So it's a real grind in that game.
So you only get XP from killing ordinary monsters?
Right, and bosses. But bosses, like, take a long time to respawn.
Oh boy!
Yeah, 2 is... It's not... I think it's considered one of the hardest games simply by merit of, like, there's not a lot of flexibility in your team, and, like, it's really hard to actually level up. So, I'm gonna play it. We're gonna actually beat it this time. Please look forward to it. But that's enough for today. That's enough of me ranting about, like, what I'm gonna be doing the next week. Thanks for listening for these little bio things at the end. I think it's good to keep you guys in the loop of what I'm doing. But I need to use the bathroom really, really badly. So, I'm gonna stop it there.
Thank you all for coming. Remember to be kind to each other, drink your water, take your meds, stretch often. And remember, House Kurita never stops pissing me off.
They found a way to make you
Good night,
mad,
everyone.
even with something good, like this. Good night, everybody.
Yep. Good night.